Hey guys, thanks for tuning into isbjjTV. My name is Clark, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how I wash my gi, hopefully to help you guys out. Here we go. Alright guys, so before you guys follow me downstairs for me to wash my gi, I want to make sure you guys have these two things in hand. The first thing you're going to need is detergent, and you're going to need a softener. I decided to go with Tide and Downy just because that's what my wife has here in the house. Vinegar is a questionable thing. Vinegar is something that I don't use really ever. It's rare that I ever use vinegar. I personally do not recommend vinegar. The only two times that I recommend vinegar is number one, if you just purchase a colored gi. Anything other than white, if you just purchased it, then I would definitely recommend vinegar for the first wash, just so that it doesn't bleed or stain your other gis. The second reason why I would recommend vinegar is if you have a really bad smelling gi. Perhaps you forgot to put on deodorant, or perhaps you left the gi in your trunk and it's hot outside and now it smells really bad. That's the only reason why I would use vinegar. Other than that, I don't use it at all. Now, when we wash these gis, the best rule of thumb is follow the actual directions that come with the gis. I mean, some gis come with instructions, whether you get a piece of paper on them, they're on the website, or they're actually sewed onto the actual pants or jacket, okay? And the vast majority of them will say you wash it in cold water. I do not wash my gis in warm water or hot water at all, because number one, the gis that I wear tell you specifically not to wash it in hot water, and number two, because if you have like blood on your gi, by washing it in hot water, it's actually not good for it. It's best to wash blood in cold water, okay? Second thing I don't recommend, I've seen people use detergents that have like bleach in them or chlorine in it, or they just use bleach with color guard or anything like that. I do not ever use bleach. I don't recommend you using bleach, okay? The actual website recommends not using bleach either. The reason why is bleach will dramatically lower the life of your gi. Keep that thing in mind, okay? I have a couple of friends that say that they must wash it in bleach because they just feel like it kills the bacteria better. All right, you know, to each their own. That's totally cool. That's their gis, and that's the way they get down. And that's totally cool with me as well. However, for my personal usage, I don't use any bleach at all on my gis. I strictly stick to detergent, cold water, softener, and then hang dry. That's all I really pretty much do with my gis, okay? I have currently have 7 gis. I have 4 regular Corral MKM gis, and I have 3 Corral light gis. I personally recommend owning more than one gi, and there's a couple of reasons why I recommend that. Number one, you'll expand the amount of life that your gi has. If you're a type of person that trains 3 times a week, you're using your gi and washing your gi 3 times a week, assuming you are washing it 3 times a week, right? After each training. At that point, you're pretty much using and washing your gi 12 times a month. If you simply add another gi to that rotation, you're going to definitely drop it down 50%, because now you can alternate between one gi and the other gi, so at least it gets some time in between wash or something like that, okay? Another reason why I recommend having more than one gi is because sometimes in the summertime, like here in Jersey, it'll get, you know, like around 90 degrees and up. So whenever it hits like 97 degrees, 99 degrees, it's pretty hot out there. And having a light gi is awesome, okay? And I'll do a review on a light gi later on, but having a light gi is really good because it dries faster, and it feels better on your body, etc., etc., etc. The thing is, it's best to have more than one gi. You can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's up to you. But personally, I would recommend at least having 2 minimum. Now, one last thing I want to talk about just before we go downstairs. A belt is something that I would strongly recommend washing as well. Yes, there's a lot of myths out there, and that, like, for example, if you wash your belt, then all your learning will be lost and you're not going to perform as good as you used to. If you believe that, I don't think you have learned much in your amount of training. I believe that we should all be clean when we get on the mat. Now, having your gi clean and never washing your belt, I mean, let's say you're a purple belt, and let's say you've been a purple belt for about 2 years now. 2 years you haven't washed that belt. So that belt has an accumulation of a bunch of germs and bacteria on it. Okay, so that's pretty much like saying, you know what, I'm gonna wash my jeans every day, but I'm gonna wear the same shirt for 2 years and I'm gonna sweat in it. I know you're not sweating on your belt, but that belt comes in contact with a lot of mat, a lot of people's dirty geese, a lot of grips, people's blood from their fingernails or open cuts, etc., etc., etc. Please wash your belt. It's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to come into class nice and clean, and you're not going to lose all whatever you've learned. And if you have, I mean, talk to your professor. Okay. Other than that, please wash your gi, wash your belt, and follow me. We're going to check it out, and we're going to see how it goes. Alright guys, so right now I'm in front of all my dirty gis right now that I'm about to wash. The first thing that I do before I go ahead and put them in the washing machine is I turn them inside out. Okay, so just grab your pants and turn them inside out. Grab your jackets. Turn them inside out as well. Once your jackets and your pants are turned inside out, on your pants, the strings, you don't want to get them tucked in the inside. It's not a big deal to get them out, but it's just annoying to get them out if they get stuck inside of these little loop things, okay? So what you want to do is you want to grab both ends. This is what I do. I grab both strings, I put them together, and I simply tie a very simple knot. So I grab and I simply go around, and I put it in there, and boom. What that does is when this is washing, it prevents these from going inside of the little knot holder thing, part of your waist, and you won't have a hard time pulling them out or wasting time to get them out. Now that they're inside out and it's tied, I'm ready to put them in the washing machine. Let's go. Alright guys, so we just moved here about a couple of months ago, so we assumed that there was going to be some outlets around here, but I guess there weren't. So what we did, we replaced the original bulb with the one that we normally use, okay? So sorry about the not being able to have enough lighting here, okay? So what I do now is pretty much I grab the downy and I fill it up to pretty much where it's supposed to go. Let's see here. And then I got the tide. Alright, so now we have our detergent there as well. So we got our detergent, we got our softener, put that in there, grab all of our gis, and we just throw it in there. So the settings that I use in order for me to wash my gis, I have it automatically set to my custom, but pretty much what my custom is, I use tap cold water, and the what do you call it, the spin is medium, and the soil level is at normal, and the signal for it to let me know, hey, come pick it up, it's at the high. So it's pretty much cold water tap, medium spin, normal soil. That's all I do, all right? And I'm gonna go ahead and hit start, and my machine does the rest from there. Once it's done, I'm simply gonna take it out and hang dry it, okay? So stay tuned. Alright guys, so my gis right now are currently still being washed downstairs. At that point, what I'm gonna do once they're done is take them out, put them in a hanger and hang them up, or take them out in the backyard, hang them with rope, and let the sun hit it. Currently here in Jersey, I can't do that because it is winter and it's snowing right now, but if it was, that would probably be the best thing that you would do for your gis. They're supposed to be hang dried anyway, okay? Other than that, once they're all done, I'm gonna go ahead and fold them up and stack them away. When I do that, however, I'm gonna save that for the next video because it's gonna probably run a little bit too long. And so stay tuned for the next video on that, which is how to, once your gis are dried, how to pretty much fold them up and stack them away. I have my method, hopefully it'll help you guys out. Other than that, if you have any questions or comments, please ask them down below. If you like the type of video that I put out there, please like it or subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's also pretty cool. I really appreciate every single one of your views. I really appreciate it, so thank you very much for the support for ISBJJ. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week's video. Okay, guys? Take care. Whenever you either forgot to put on deodorant and your armpits smells really bad, and then it stinks the gi, or if you left the stinking gi inside your trunk and in the hot water, stack them. And how do I pretty much put them how do I stack them and put them away? vast majority of the gis out there will tell you it's just hang dry. Outside, you know, just hang dry. All right, guys, so thanks for coming down with me. Why do I keep saying thanks for coming down with me? All right, guys, so thanks for coming down with me. All right, guys, so chanks, guys. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed today's video on how to wash your gi. Student next time, where, guys, student next time. Good. It's from Downy. It's called Stoppables. And this, Unstoppables? Okay, all right. All right, guys, so just one more thing I want to give you a tip out there. You don't have to use this, but my wife uses this. When she uses it, she puts it to wash like the sheets and on the bed and things like that, and it smells really good. So I've kind of tried it out with my gis, and it smells really good. And what it is, it's from Downy. It's called Unstoppables, and it looks up like this. And pretty much there's a lot of little beads in there. And all you do is you put these little beads inside the cup. You drop it inside the washing machine, and along with your detergent and your Downy. I'm probably gonna get some hate from this. I know it's girly. You don't need this at all. This is just as an added bonus if you want your gis to smell a little bit good. One time when my wife did wash my gis, she used this, and I didn't know about it. And when I got the gis back, I realized they smelled really good. So, so if you want it, give it a shot. If not, you don't need it at all. Thanks.